All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Brevard Sports Network and our continuing coverage of Pop Warner football. We have 11U action between the New Smyrna Cudas and the Suntree Viera Hawks. The Cudas have taken 2 of the 3 games. They've taken the 8U and they've taken the 10U in victories. So, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Quarterback hands off. And he will be dropped in the backfield. Will Lincoln Keith. And Keith tried to get outside, and I didn't see who, but someone hit him so hard he flew back about 3 yards. And Keith hands it off. And look at that, Teeter. Little brother Teeter down the sideline, makes a man miss, cuts back inside. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. Malachi Teeter. From their own 33-yard line. Malachi Teeter gets this one started off early. Wow. Malachi Teeter. And on to kick for 2. Up and good is number 11, Ryan Ramos. All right, so Malachi Teeter with a 68-yard end around gives Suntree Viera a 8-0 lead. So now we'll get a chance to see this Cudas offense, and I was not brought up a roster, so I'll call numbers. Running back trying to cut his way back inside, still pushing the pile himself. Mason Natalia. There's the handoff. And he's just doing whatever he wants, bowling his way through. He's got himself a New Smyrna Beach first down. Number 45 on the run. So now the Cudas offense seems to be getting a little something going out. Empty set. Sends a man in motion now. All the receivers off to one side. Steps up, fires. And it's intercepted. And I think that's going to be 15 yards more added on. Number 77, Preston Newman, getting credit with that interception. And so Suntree Viera will take over 1st and 10 at the Cudas 44-yard line. And Ramos with Keith in the backfield. Ramos steps back. Fires out to the flat. There's Teeter. Malachi Teeter, who's already got himself a 68-yard touchdown, rushing touchdown. Second and one for the Hawks. And Ramos is going to take it himself around that left side, sheds one tackler. He can't shed two at once. 3rd and 7 after it was 2nd and short. Ramos in the gun. Ramos steps and fires to number 18. 18 will take it. Brought to the ground. That was Robert Guarentes. Robert Guarentes. And he picks up a Suntree Viera Hawk first down. And the Hawks seem to be humming right now. Ramos fires out to Teeter. Teeter from the flat. Teeter following a block down the sideline. Makes a move. Down inside the 5-yard line. And they are inside the Dick's Sporting Goods red zone. Are the Hawks. Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Five minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. Ramos fires and it's caught. One stiff arm levied. Robert Guarentes. And Guarentes. That's going to be inside the 4-yard line. Ramos fires to the end zone. And that will be broken up by number 43. And it's going to be 3rd and goal. And that's going to be the water break timeout with 4:09 left to go here in quarter number 1. Your score is 8-0 Suntree Viera, and Suntree Viera is knocking on the door to try to double that up. I'd like to thank our other great sponsor from today, Total Spine and Orthopedics. If you suffer from neck, arm, back, leg, hip, knee, or joint pain, Total Spine Orthopedics board-certified doctors and minimally invasive treatments are here to help you get back to doing the things that you enjoy most in your life without the painful distractions. Call today to book your free MRI review at 321-499-4646 or visit online at www.totalspineortho.com. And we'd like to thank our sponsor, Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's. Every season begins at Dick's. Ramos is going to call his own number up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. With 4:01 left to go, it's 13-0 pending the extra point. Got Joshua de la Milera tuned in from Miami. And that one looked bad from the jump. So 14-0. Okay. The uncle of Ryan Ramos. Well, you tuned in and got to watch him call his own number right up the gut for a 2-yard touchdown run.
And at the 4:01 mark of the first quarter, the score, visiting New Smyrna, Cudas 0. Your Suntree Viera Hawks
14-0 in favor of Suntree Viera Hawks with 4:01 left to go in the first quarter. So here we go. Now New Smyrna. Now the reason I've been calling the New Smyrna names is I was not given a New Smyrna roster. And there's the running back powering his way up through for a gain of about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 6. Quarterback out of the gun. Swings it out to his receiver. He was hoping to get a better block from his teammate, but he'll take what he can pick up. And it's going to be 3rd and short. Mason McCauley is going to be a yard short of the first down. I'm trying to pick up these names from our PA announcer because they got him a roster, but no one brought the broadcaster a roster.
Once again, folks, remember there's no standing at the fence. No standing at the fence. Shane.
And ball is fumbled. And the Cudas recover the fumble, but it's now going to make it 4th down. 4th and about 4.
It's going to be a 4 and about 3.
And here's a reverse. And great job there. Great job by the corner. Set up outside, forced the running back to cut back inside where he knew he had help. Great job playing disciplined defense there.
That's going to be a turnover on downs, and it'll be 1st and 10, Suntree Viera Hawks.
And a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. And here we go. Suntree takes over. 1st and 10 from the 41. And it was number 19 in the backfield, Yanai Williams. Timeout called by the Hawks. Everyone, let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We are an interactive broadcast. This particular one is. And all right, so now after the timeout, it's 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Thank you very much. Gives it to Williams. Williams wrapped up there by number 44, who had a hold of him and wasn't going to let go for anything. Williams again. No. Trades off to Teeter. And Malachi Teeter makes a man miss almost. And taken down. But he has enough for a Suntree Viera Hawk first down. And that will be the final play of quarter number 1 with your score 14-0. Suntree Viera on top. I'm going to take a quick break to grab myself something to drink, and I'll be back in about a minute or so with second quarter action.
First and 10 for the Hawks.
All right. All right. Teeter to the outside. Cuts inside. Malachi Teeter into the end zone. Touchdown! Malachi Teeter. And the score is now 20-0. Pending this 2-point kick by Ryan Ramos. And the point after is no good. So it's 20-0 with 9:33 left to go here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime will be nothing. And here we are. Double handoff. Now cutting straight up the middle, and he'll get a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. And 8:46 left to play here in the second quarter. Quarterback in the gun. And he'll go number 23. Number 23 finding running room, and he'll have himself a Cuda first down. They'll mark it 1st and 10 at the 47. $7:44 left to play here in the game, or in the first half. First half, sorry. Sends a man in motion, and instead he gives it to his back, and his back runs over his own blocker. That was number 43 on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. And They huddled up and called their play in 15 yards behind the ball. Quarterback sends a man in motion. Fakes the handoff. He's going to take it himself, and he will be tracked down by that Suntree Viera Hawk defense. Third and 9. .6:21 left to go here in the second quarter. Score is 20-0 in favor of Suntree Viera. Sends a man in motion. Swing pass. And a great tackle there made by number 3. Matthew Beatty. And Beatty kept that to a very minimal gain. It's 4th and 8. And a timeout called by New Smyrna. With 5:56 left to go in the second quarter. Second quarter, it's 20-0 in favor of Suntree Viera. 2 of the touchdowns belong to Malachi Teeter. Fourth and 8. Check that, 4th and 9. And whistles will blow this play dead. And now we're going to have an officials conference. .556 left in the half. Quarterback takes a shot, and it's caught. Cannon Wolvanowski. There's a flag on the play. False start on the offense. And a timeout called by New Smyrna. All right. Folks, I will be right back. All right, here we go. Fourth and 14 for the Cudas. Sends a man in motion. Quarterback calls for the snap. Cuts upfield. Gets past two defenders. And will be dropped short of a first down. Turnover on downs. First and 10, Suntree Viera on the 46-yard line. Five and a half minutes left to go in the second quarter. There's the toss. And he will be taken down. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Was number 24, Tyson Berry. Quarterback Ramos hands off to Keith and fumbles the ball. Ball came out. Who's got it? Suntree Viera will remain with the football. So 3rd and 7. All right, here we go. 2-by-2 set. Ramos looking to throw. He's going to now tuck it and run it himself. And he'll be tripped up short of a first down. Going to be a couple yards short. 3:29 left to go in the half. So 4th and 3. What does timeout taken by Suntree Viera. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. I'm going to run an errand to get some water and I'll be back in time for second half action. But Here we go. New Smyrna Beach trying to raise the energy level. I'd like to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics and Dick's Sporting Goods for sponsoring today's action. Total Spine and Orthopedics, great sponsor of the Brevard Sports Network and proud supporter of Suntree Viera. Ramos in the gun. Ramos fires out to Teeter. Teeter trying to swing it around. He'll at least get the first down. And Malachi Teeter, who has 2 touchdowns on the day already. .250 left to go in the half. Suntree Viera up 20-0. Ramos steps up, fires. He's got Malachi Teeter. Incomplete. Check that. That was Riley Ramsey. .228. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. Ramos, one-step drop, pump fakes, and he will be sacked. And that'll be a loss of about 7 yards. And that'll be 2nd down and very long. Third and about 17 here. Just under 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. So what do the Hawks have? For 3rd and 17. Ramos fires a shot. And great coverage there. And what will the Hawks do now? 1:24 left to play in the half. Hawks are going to punt this football away. And there's a free 5 yards. It still will be 4th and long. So instead of 4th and 17, it's now 4th and 12. And that's a nice high floating punt. And it takes a Cuda bounce and finally jumped on there by number 12, Liam Mick. Coach going out to greet his defense. A minute 14 seconds left in the half. SBYFL up 20-0 on the Cudas. 2 touchdowns scored by Malachi Teeter. So here comes the Cudas offense. Quarterback drops back to pass. He's now going to take it and run with it. Well, and there's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct coming for Suntree Viera. I mean, I'd So here we go. 36 seconds left in the first half. And the Suntree Viera coach is letting his players know that next time they do something exciting, they're not supposed to show any emotion. Man in motion. And there's a big run by number 41, or 43. And there's another timeout called by the Cudas. 24 seconds left in the half. As the defense comes .24 seconds left here in the half. And fakes the end around. And unfortunately the receiver stopped running the route. If the receiver stays running the route, 19 seconds left here in the half. Score 20-0. Suntree Viera on top. 2 Malachi Teeter touchdowns and 1 Ryan Ramos from a couple yards out. Fires up top. There's number 44. He's got running room and pushed out of bounds at about the 9-yard line.
That's good enough for a Cuda first down. 8 seconds left. 8 seconds left. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down with 8 seconds left in the half. Probably time for maybe one more play, possibly 2. So this one's probably going to go to the end zone or... And so they added 4 more seconds onto the clock. So there's 11 seconds left in the half. Quarterback rolls, fires, and it's caught. And Four seconds left in the half. And coach is trying to hurry his player because his players got to get on the ball. Because and the score at the end of 1. It's 20-0, Suntree Viera on top. I'll be back with second half action in about 10 minutes. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Brevard Sports Network. Second half action right here. First and 10 from the 35. There's an end-around handoff. And that'll be a nice run on first down for the Cudas. 2nd and 6 for the Cudas. First drive here of the second half.
I'll tell you what, if you were hungry and you need a bite, head on over to the food trucks over there. You got a Gio's Italian Ice, and there is some amazing food still left in the hot dog stand over there. Sausage,
Man in motion. Quarterback swings it out. Wide receiver screen. Wide receiver cuts, or to a running back screen, and unfortunately, he loses the yard on the play. Unfortunately, a little too much east and west and not enough north and south. Coming up on 8 minutes left to go here in half number 1, or half number 2. Nope. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. There's the snap. And the ball's on the ground, and I think Suntree Viera jumped on it. The timing on that didn't look the crispest. And turnover on down. Suntree Viera gets the turnover. .7:44 left to go in the quarter. So the first possession of the second half. Ramos. So it'll be 1st and 10. And the coach is taking quite a while to get his play into his team. All right, so we're going to replay first down. That's what the confusion was. Ramos in the gun. Ramos is going to hand off to Keith. Keith tried to hand it off to Teeter. And that Cudas defense, great job. .650 left to go here in the third quarter. And it's now second and long. Officially, we'll call it 2nd and 16. Ramos swings it out to his receiver. Number 18 delivers a stiff arm and then is taken down. But that's Robert Garentes. And Garentes pick up a couple of yards. It's still 3rd and about 15 or 16. Sends a man in motion, gives it off to Keith. Keith makes a man miss. Keith cuts back inside. Lincoln Keith runs behind the blocker. Completely reverses field. And he's going to be short of a first down. There is a flag on the play. Most likely one of them is going to be holding. Illegal block in the back on Suntree Viera. Well, typically when you have a play like that, that's going to happen. There's either holding or there's illegal blocks in the back. Sends Keith in motion. And now it's and New Smyrna said, I think we've seen that one too many times, and we know when it's coming. So now it's 3rd and a trip around Epcot twice. Ryan Ramos back to punt for the Hawks and gets a nice kickoff. And Teeter goes down. He punted that ball from the 30, from his own 35, and he drops it at the 18. Great punt for Ramos, as it's 20-0. Suntree Viera on top, and they're going to take a water break. I'm going to tell you about Total Spine and Orthopedics. You don't have to live with pain. If you suffer from neck, back, arm, leg, hip, knee, or joint pain, Total Spine and Orthopedics board-certified doctors and minimally invasive treatments are here to get you back doing the things that you enjoy most in life without the painful distractions. Call today for your free MRI review at 321-499-4646 or find them online at www.totalspineortho.com. Again, that's www.totalspineortho.com. And here's the double reverse. So both teams, it seems like both teams are practicing this reverse on each other, and they're kind of just taking notes on how the other defends it. That's not actually what they're doing, but I hope some of you got a laugh out of that. I have never seen so many double reverses in one game. And ball's on the ground. And the Cudas jump right back on it. It's now 3rd and 16. So here we go. Quarterback calls his own number and gets a couple of yards before being dropped. And there's a punt that went very high. That's about a 15 or 20-yard punt. Ramos pumps, fires over the middle late. It's caught, and it's Malachi Teeter for touchdown number 3 on the day. "40-yard pass and catch for a touchdown." And it's 26-0. All right, so now they're just going for one here. There's the toss. Point after attempt is no good, so it stays 26-0. And so now we still maintain our pace. 45 seconds left in the half.
24-24.
Top.
Clemson, 6:41 left in the game. Clemson has the ball.
Clemson has the ball with 6:24 left, and we're all tied up at 24 up in Clemson, South Carolina. Okay. And the quarterback's going to call his own number. Great job staying behind the block, and there's a flag that comes flying in. Two flags on the play, and one of them is going to be holding.
Looks like this may be coming back. It looks like we got some type of penalty. We got a holding penalty on the Cudas, and that's going to back them up. It'll be second down and long for the Cudas.
And there's the handoff. Get a couple of yards on the carry. And that will be the end of the third quarter with your score. 26-0, Suntree Viera on top. As now we will flip sides of the field. And while we do that, I'd like to thank Dick's Sporting Goods, because every season begins at Dick's. Dick's Sporting Goods, thank you for stepping up along with Total Spine and Orthopedics. And here we go. We're back. Second and about 14. Start of quarter number 4. Suntree Viera leads 26-0. So,
First and 10 Cudas at a 35-yard line.
second and 13 Cudas. And another double reverse. And number 14 might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
He takes the ball back to the original line. Direction to the 30-yard line. It's going to be third down.
Fakes the reverse and might have picked up a yard on the play. So it's now 4th and 12.
This is a big 4th down for both teams. Make some noise for yours.
And that one is sky high. And it takes a backward bounce. That was a net of 8 yards.
37-yard line and 1st and 10. Suntree Viera.
So an 8-yard punt by the punter, and Suntree Viera will start off in really good field position.
Helmet-to-helmet penalty, actually, it looks like, against the Hawks.
So there's a helmet-to-helmet penalty against Viera, so that'll.
Give him a 1st down automatic. Let's see.
Well, wait a minute.
It's going far now. Might have been after the play. Let's see what we got here.
Wait a minute. So how does that work? I thought penalties that occurred on the punt just went against the offense.
And a special happy birthday out to the Cuda family. Bo Barber. Happy birthday, Bo.
And a happy birthday from the Brevard Sports Network crew to Bo Barber of New Smyrna Beach. There's the catch. And Ramos passed. The pass is complete too.
RJ Gutierrez.
Nope. Robert Garentes comes up with a catch and little tempo look. Ramos fires. He was looking for Liam Mick. Unfortunately for Liam, he stopped running the route, and when you stop running to try to jump and make the catch, that usually does not work out in your favor. Unless if you're Odell Beckham, in which case you have one of the luckiest catches in NFL history. Ramos fires to the sideline, and it's caught wide open to Robert Garentes, and Garentes will have himself a Suntree Viera Hawk 1st down with 7:10 left to go. As the wind has gotten so powerful here, it's flipping umbrellas.
Timeout just in time also to wish a happy birthday to the Cuda cheerleaders own, Lyric Wessler. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lyric.
We try to make it very friendly for all.
I hope you have lots of cake and ice cream, too.
The PA announcer is getting birthday shout-outs brought up to him, so PA announcer is giving birthday shout-outs to a parent in the New Smyrna Beach system and a cheerleader in the New Smyrna Beach system. So Ramos fires over the middle. It's caught. And I think Riley Ramsey gets a completed pass. And will be enough for a Suntree Viera Hawks 1st down as they're inside the Dick's Sporting Goods red zone. Ramos searching for a receiver now. He takes off running and into the end zone. Touchdown, Suntree Viera.
Ramos on the run.
Ryan Ramos.
6-4 on the board.
So, Ramos with 2. Malachi Teeter with 3. And now the clock is running like a track meet.
Ramos comes back for the 2-point conversion attempt.
Coming up next after this, you will see 12U action. Kick is up and good. 5:47. 34-0 in favor of Suntree Viera.
Happy birthday, Josh. Cudas Josh, happy birthday. And we're just going to cover all the birthdays today. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating today. Lots of cake and ice cream for everyone.
The PA guy was getting so many birthday request shout-outs, he just decided to cover it all in one.
We're going to have a timeout on the field for some water.
And a timeout for the water break.
H2O.
I'd like to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics and Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm going to take myself a water break and be right back. New Smyrna. Number 43 on the handoff. Number 43 has some running room. Finding his way through the defense. Got himself a Cuda first down.
That clock's going to keep on ticking. It's going to be at 4:35 right now, and it will not stop.
So an odd game, I must say. A game in which I've never seen so many double reverses called in my life. But hey, if that's a part of their offense, that's a part of their offense. It's just something I've never seen before. There's the handoff. And Liam Mick on the tackle. Coming up on 3.5 minutes left to go in the game. Sends a man in motion. Quarterback's going to call his own number. Quarterback trying to get around the outside, and he'll run out of bounds. Gets to the Hawk 49-yard line, so he makes it into opposing territory. And coaches are still involved in it. And Hawks trying to go for the strip. Flag on the play. Holding on the offense. And so that holding penalty will take them all the way back. Yeah, I want to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics, and also like to thank Dick's Sporting Goods. Total Spine and Orthopedics, you don't have to live with pain. Give them a call at 321-499-4646 or find them online at www.totalspineortho.com. And fakes the reverse. Quarterback tries to hit number 44. And 30 seconds left. They might have time for one more play. And a flag is thrown. This is going to be some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct. Unsportsmanlike against New Smyrna. And that will be the ball game. So your final from 11U is 34-0 in favor of SVYFL. We're going to go ahead and get ready. We are going to get set up for 11U, or we're going to get set up for 12U, the 12U broadcast between the Hawks and the Cudas right here on the Brevard Sports.